about that earlier, but now we're going to go and talk about some of the chatter that's going on, that Jack Tuttle may be considered a starting quarterback candidate for Michigan this season. And I want to start with 2 points, and I'll take it over to TJ and Farris here. Jack Tuttle, his time as a quarterback, okay, in 19, 20, and 21. I understand he didn't start a lot of time, if any, but he was in the 50s for completion percentage in 19 and 21, 51%, and then 54% in 2019. So 2020 he did a little bit better, 61%, but in time when he had meaningful completions and attempts compared to what he's done elsewhere at Michigan. People are saying Orji was in the 50s in high school. Well, if he can get up to 62% in college, that's better than what Tuttle has done. I think Tuttle is a great backup. I think Michigan historically in the Harbaugh era, at least the last few years, whether it's an Alan Bowman type, some of these quarterbacks that have come in and they're depth players, right? They're there because you want to have some experience in that quarterback room. And let's face it, who has more experience than Jack Tuttle on what, his 7th year now? So I think he's great as a QB2 or QB3. I do not think he is the answer at QB1 because Sharon Moore said himself, and this is point 2, Sharon Moore said himself that he wants somebody that can run the entire offense. He wants somebody who can run all the plays. The fact is, I don't think Tuttle or Davis Warren, for that matter, are able to execute the RPOs and the running aspects as well as Alex Orji. And for those reasons, I'm still putting Alex Orji above Jack Tuttle and Davis Warren. But I'll let TJ and then Farris chime in on this one.
I think I'm going to let Farris go ahead of me because...
Okay.
Yeah, let's let Farris hit it first.
All right. Well, I put in the chat a point I've made before that if Tuttle is the quarterback for Ohio State, I will support him. And he's going to go ahead and beat OSU and then go straight into collecting Social Security. He is one of the oldest players of all time, maybe at Michigan, at this point. The quarterback room is so full. I would be surprised. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with injuries, etc. I think the best case scenario is that Orji gets to the magic number that we've been talking about. Maybe I'll just do a full analysis of this. He gets to that 62% completion. He keeps his interceptions down. Michigan's passing about 35% of the time, or 35 to 40% of the time. They're running about 65% of the time. And smash, we're getting a good yards per carry. We're getting good yards after catch. Maybe Orji's throwing a few short ones and that works. Yes, he does need to throw some long balls as well to keep the defense honest, but it doesn't have to be all game. It can be, here and there, just to kind of keep the defense honest, so to speak. So, that's my mindset right here. I'd be surprised if Tuttle won. I mean, if I were to say, okay, how could he win? Maybe it's injury. Maybe it's he took a major step up, but I don't really see how that's possible at this point. Maybe he knows the offense so well, from a mental standpoint. Those are the ways that Tuttle could be quarterback. I just don't see it right now. I think they should think about Orji 2024 as being kind of like a Milroe 2023 or something. Milroe had a fantastic year last year, so I wouldn't say exactly the same, but 85%, 80% of Milroe from last year. That would be the dream hope there. And then you still have Davis Warren. You still have Jaden Denegal. I mean, I don't know where Jaden Denegal is going to go, but he's still in the room, right? So, and then you still have Jaden Davis. So big quarterback room, so to speak, right? So go ahead, TJ.
Yeah. So I mean, look, if Jack Tuttle is our quarterback, we're in trouble. That's where I'm at with it. I am not optimistic about Jack Tuttle, but the good news is I don't feel like I think respectfully, they have to make Jack Tuttle seem like he's really in the competition, in the battle. I also know there is a group or a contingent of Michigan fans who believe in Jack Tuttle. I think you're crazy, but I respect you because you're a Michigan fan, and we're all in the same family, and everyone needs a crazy uncle. So it's okay. You're just the crazy uncle. But personally, we're going to be fine anyways because we do have Alex Orji. We do have Davis Warren. I think Jack Tuttle is nothing more than a security blanket. Not only a veteran in the QB room, but in case of injuries, an emergency break glass type of quarterback. I do think Alex Orji or Davis Warren will be QB1. I do not think Jack Tuttle will be QB1. I'll own that shit, and then if I'm wrong in the season, I'll take my L, but I'm pretty positive. And I'll say this too, if he is QB1, I'll take the L, but I'm not optimistic on the results because if you look at what he did at Indiana, it just wasn't it, boys. It wasn't it. It's not to Michigan's. It's just not to the standard of play that we'd want. I'll tell you that right now.
And we did have Isaiah Hull on our show a while back, and he commented on Jack Tuttle that he wasn't optimistic at the performance based on what he kind of witnessed at Indiana. And so I just think, yeah, for all those reasons, great depth piece, great experience for the locker room to help some of the younger players out. I think that there's value in that. Moose said Michigan goes 7-5 with Jack Tuttle. I don't know about. I mean, that's low, but I definitely don't. I wouldn't be going 10-2 prediction if that was the case. So, okay. Final topic today is really just thinking through Michigan's 2024 schedule.